Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome, I'm Lisette. And guys, she's finished! I did it, she's done. Dragon Charmer from Josephine Wall, from the one with the diamond art, 90 by 70 centimeters square drills. On my channel I have a series that's called XL projects, and in that playlist there are the projects that are either XL in size or are max color, so XL in the amount of colors. This is a max color because it has 200 colors. I did the unboxing, I did 3 updates, so left bottom, right bottom, left top, and now the right top side, and well, the finish. So I'm going to show you the right top side and give my thoughts on it, and then we'll be back for some final thoughts in the end. So let's get up close to the right top side. And as said guys, the other quarters you can see in earlier updates. Just go to the link and check out the playlist. Okay, the right top side. Right, here we can see her eye. The eye turned out lovely. I like the eyebrow as well. This part is particularly weirdly rendered because here you see her eyebrow, and then up on top this should be a little bit of shading, but there are a little bit of ABs in here, so it has a really weird blend. As said in the other updates, the blending isn't that fluent or subtle, it's a bit harsh, and that's my overall experience with this project, I must say. Also guys, all personal preference, and in my head I'm comparing it to Diamond Painting Deutschland and other Josephine Walls that I did. But if you've never done a Josephine Wall before, or never seen a Josephine Wall before, or maybe if you have seen it and you just disagree, this might seem like a perfect blending to you. So it's all based on my personal thoughts. So for me the blending is a bit too harsh, and also this is the crown, this is a stone. I would expect, because I had ordered special drills with this kit, because with the one with the diamond art you couldn't do that as a paid add-on, that this part would be highlighted one way or another, but there are a few ABs here and there, but not in the outlining, not here. So okay, let me show you up close. Look, you see there aren't any AB drills to be noticed of. Just okay, to compare, look, when we go in here, these are the AB drills, so they are used in this part but not here. And then this here, there are a few, oh sorry, there's a hair, but here there are a few AB drills, so it highlights this part. Why? And then we've got AB drills, well, not in here, but we have them over there. Again, why? I would thought that they would be in here somewhere. So the AB placement is computer rendered, and it doesn't work with a max color. At least that's my experience with this project. As you see, the blending here is a bit, well, strange. So there's no highlight on the crown, which I think is a missed opportunity. It turned out lovely though. And then here we have the greenery around her hair. I like the way that turned out. That's really confetti heavy to work on, guys, by the way. And then we have the top, and this is for a Josephine Wall, this is quite easy because, well, it is still a bit of confetti, but you do have some line blocking. It is some color changes, but not that much. Her hands, I am always very particular about the hands. I think they turned out okay. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with this part of the diamond painting. And the only bummer was that I needed quite a bit of 939. I'll put in a clip. Okay, I'm almost done. But look guys, do you see everything that is lighted up? Those are missing drills that I don't have. I didn't run out of other colors, thank God. But I did, oh look, here are even more popping up. And I had run out of that drill earlier on, so that was a bit annoying. But it does happen, guys, with other kits or other companies. You run out of a drill every now and then as well. I didn't run out of any other drill. I did ran low on quite a couple of drills and we're just not that used to it, but I didn't run out of another color, so there's no worries there. Look, here's the beak of the dragon. I don't think we saw that in its entirety in the third update, so I'll try to get him a little bit closer. So that looks nice as well. Okay, so final thoughts on this project. Well, I have been honest, guys, I struggled a bit. After the third quarter, I was like, okay, I'm ready to be done with it, which I found a bit of a pity, because these kinds of projects, they take so much time and it's so much dedicated work that you put into it that it would be great if it's just all one fun experience. I've done 3 Josephine Walls from Diamond Art Club. I've done 2 from Diamond Painting Deutschland. I've done 1 cross-stitch conversion Josephine Wall from Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is the one with the diamond art. I don't know if I'm spoiled because I've already done other Josephine Walls. I think that's a bit the case, because if you've never worked on a Josephine Wall before and you see this end result, you're like, wow, that's stunning. And even when I look through the screen, it looks better through the screen than in real life. I'm like, okay, it turned out lovely. The overall experience though, okay, for instance, the port glue, that's fantastic. That's quite a game changer, because that makes it really accessible to work with it, because it's so forgiving. The 200 colors, well, I thought that wasn't too much, that was okay. The clarity of the symbols, I really struggled with that. As I have said in an earlier update, I have bought a light pad especially for this diamond painting. Guys, I diamond paint a lot. I've been diamond painting for 4.5 years. I have used a light pad, I think, for the last time 3 years ago. So I didn't even know where it was. So I bought a new one, especially for this project, because the symbols were driving me crazy, especially in the dark part. So especially when I started out here, the lighter colors, it's okay. The symbols weren't that confusing, like sometimes you have with an arrow, if they're pointing in all different directions and you change your canvas when you're working on it, so during the process, that you get confused by certain symbols. That really didn't happen to me. The stickiness of the canvas is good, the drill quality is good. As said, I ran out of a color, but that can happen with all companies, so that, okay, that was a bit annoying, but that wasn't a deal breaker or anything. Beforehand I thought, okay, I'm going to do a square Josephine Wall from the one with the diamond art, and then after that I'm going to do a round one, just like I did with my Diamond Painting Deutschland. I did a square one first and then I did a round one. But I'm going to hold off on that for a bit. And that's just, as said, there's nothing wrong with this diamond painting, nothing wrong with this diamond painting company, nothing wrong with the Josephine Walls from this diamond painting company. It's just that my personal preference, when I work on a large project like this with so many colors, then for me the rendering style of the J-walls from the one with the diamond art isn't the same as from Diamond Painting Deutschland, and I personally have a little preference for the other way of rendering. So that's why if I were ever to do a J-wall again, and well, if you know me, the chances are that I might, I think my next J-wall will be a Diamond Painting Deutschland again. That doesn't mean that I will never do a J-wall from the one with the diamond art again. It's just that I'm going to wait a bit because, well, diamond painting companies are evolving and changing things up as we go, as the time goes on. And I will just follow along and see what they are up to and just keep an eye out. And if there are any rendering changes, I might get one in the future again. Guys, as said, personal preference, personal taste. There are other creators who are working on a Josephine Wall from the one with the diamond art who might have totally different conclusions and opinions. So I'm just giving my honest opinion because, well, I've been asked that many times, and this is just how I personally feel. As said, when you're doing a project like this, which is so much dedicated time, it is a labor of love, and I just want to enjoy the process start to finish. Okay, as said, I have leftover drills, and I don't know if you know this, but I make spare squares with my leftover drills. This is an example of a spare square that I made of porcelain dress. So I'm taking a blank canvas and I use my spare drills or my leftover drills to create a pattern and to create a spare square. And the spare square represents the diamond painting that I've worked on. And well, as said, normally I make a pattern. There's an entire series of this on my channel. I'll put a link in the description box below so you can check it out if you are looking for inspiration on what to do with your leftover drills. For this one, I already know that I'm not going to be making a pattern. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put washi tape around this, and that's going to be the same gold washi tape that's around this painting. And I'm not making a pattern, I'm just going to use all 200 drills or as much as I can fit on there. So that will be a reminder of how many different colors I used. So I'm just going to do it randomly. I'm just going to pick one of the boxes with my leftover drills and just go one by one. Oh, and if you want to see me explaining how I call the numbers and how I have categorized them in different groups, there is a video on my channel that I posted this week just for fun to explain the names that I give to the symbols. So if you want to see that, go back on my channel and check it out. It's called Name That Symbol. And well guys, I am going to roll this one up. I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I have the experience of working on a J-wall from the one with the diamond art. And guys, well, now that I have worked on a J-wall from all the companies that she's legally licensed with or has been legally licensed with, that I can get my hands on, I think that it's time to do some other projects, XL projects next. So I'm going to be starting an XL project that is large in size, so not in color size but in canvas size, and that's going to be totally different than a J-wall. So if you like large projects, if you like to follow along, if you want to know how I feel about certain things, as said guys, I'm not affiliated with any diamond painting company, so I always want to give you my honest opinion. And as said, it's my personal opinion, so please do your due diligence and check out other creators as well and form your own opinion based on what you see. And as I said, it's all personal preference. And with that, I want to show you her one more time. And thank you guys for following along. And I hope to see you in my next video. I hope you give me a thumbs up on your way out. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye guys!